Hello everybody, welcome to video 4C. What do you eat every day? Today we will be talking about diets. First, you will learn how to talk about different diets and your own diet. Also, you will learn to use quantifiers to talk about food. Remember these tips. You can pause the video at any time. It is a great idea to take notes. And make sure you ask your teacher any questions. According to Canada's Food Guide, to have a healthy diet, we should have plenty of vegetables and fruit. Also, we should eat protein foods and choose whole grain foods. It also suggests to choose water as the best option to drink. Now let's see how to talk about your diet. So, first, we must have clear that there are different diets. Here we are going to mention just some of them. For example, vegetarian and vegan diet. Vegetarians and vegans have similarities. They eat fruit, vegetables, and don't eat meat. However, they have a big difference in the fact that vegans don't eat animal products but vegetarians do. They eat milk, cheese, and eggs. Here we have an example to describe a vegan diet. This is Tom and he says, "I don't eat meat or any animal product, but I eat a lot of fruit, vegetables, and grains." Now let's move to the next diet. Here we have a high protein diet. In a high protein diet, we consume a lot of meat, eggs, dairy products, beans, legumes, and vegetables rich in protein. However, people in this diet consume a small amount of carbs. Here we have an example. This is Mark. He says, "My diet has a lot of meat, but I don't eat carbohydrates like bread or rice." Now let's see the next diet. This is a high fiber diet. In this kind of diet, people consume food with high fiber like beans, whole grains, dry food, nuts, among others. Here we have an example. This is Sophia. She says, "My diet has a lot of grains like brown rice, wheat bread, and quinoa." Now let's go with a low carb diet. Well, this is a very restrictive diet. In this one, you can eat meat like chicken, pork, fish, healthy oils, eggs, vegetables, some fruit, but you can't eat bread, pasta, cereal, fruit like banana and mango, and you have to avoid sugar and many other food high in carbs. Here we have an example. This is Emma. She says, "I'm on a special diet because I have diabetes. I can't eat high carb food. My doctor says I should eat food high in protein, vegetables, and healthy fats." Now we are going to see the different ways we used in the previous examples to describe a diet. So, let's start with these two questions. What do you eat every day? We can use this question if we just want to know what does someone eat daily. And we can ask the second question, what can you eat on your diet? If the person has a special condition or is following a diet to lose weight. To answer to these questions, you can say, "I eat fish and vegetables," or "I only eat protein." In case you follow a special diet, you can say, "I can eat some fruit and vegetables." For drinks, you can say, "I drink milk," or "I only drink water." When we're describing our specific diet, you can say, my diet has a lot of vegetables, or I'm on a special diet with protein and vegetables. For negative answers, you can say, I don't eat sugar, or I can't eat sugar. Finally, if you want to give advice to someone or to yourself, you can say, you should eat more vegetables, or I shouldn't eat fast food. Now, if you want to talk about your preferences for certain kind of food, you can say, I prefer eating organic food or fresh food. Also, you can say, I prefer eating food high in protein or low in carbs or low in fat. Now let's see another kind of questions. How many and how much? To ask for the amount of food you eat. Let's start with how many. We use how many with countable food like eggs, oranges, potatoes. Here we have an example. How many eggs do you eat a week? There are many ways to answer to this question. Here we are going to see how to answer using the quantifiers a lot, a few, and not many. Let's see the example with the quantifier a lot. You can say, I eat a lot of eggs a day, or I eat lots of eggs, or just give a short answer like a lot. Now let's see an example with the quantifier a few. I eat a few eggs. A few means a small number. We can also give a short answer like a few or just a few. Now let's see the quantifier not many. You can say, I don't eat many eggs, or I can't eat many eggs, in case you follow a special diet. Also, you can say not many as a short answer. Now with uncountable nouns like water, milk, sugar, we use how much for questions. Like in this example, how much water do you drink a day? In this case, with uncountable nouns, you can use the quantifiers a lot, a little, or not much. Let's see the example with a lot. I drink a lot of water, or I drink lots of water, or just give a short answer like a lot. Remember to use a lot with countable and uncountable nouns. In the case of a little, you can say, I drink a little of water, or give a short answer like a little or just a little. Finally, for the quantifier not much, you can say, I don't drink much water. It means that you don't drink enough water. Maybe just a glass of water or two. Also, you can give a short answer like not much. Okay, now let's practice. Here I have some sentences. I'm going to ask you to help me to complete the sentences using the words on the left. Remember, you can pause the video if you need time to answer. Now, let's start with the first one. I drink of coffee a day. So, which do you think is the correct option for this sentence? Okay, the correct option is a lot. And you know it because this is the only quantifier in the list that is followed by the preposition of. Let's see number 2. Oranges are there in the fridge? This is a question, so we only have 2 options, and remember that oranges are countable. Okay, the correct option is how many. Now number 3. I have water in my bottle. In this sentence, we need a quantifier that we can use with water. That is an uncountable noun. Okay, The only option is a little. For sentence number 4, I eat eggs in a day. We use the quantifier a few because eggs are countable. Finally, for the last question, we use how much. How much sugar do you want in your coffee? Remember that we use how much with uncountable food like sugar. Okay, good job. Remember to check your answers. Now, in this last part of our practice, I'm going to ask you to answer the following questions. What do you eat every day? And how much water do you drink a day? Stop the video and try to answer these questions. Finally, as homework, I'm going to ask you to watch the following video called What Athletes Eat Before They Compete? To watch this video, you can access using this link or scan this QR code with your phone. Remember to pause the video to scan the code. When you finish to watch the video, make sure to complete the video checking questionnaire below. And remember, if you have any questions, you can ask to your teacher. These are some references used for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Universidad Santo Tomás, institución vigilada por el Ministerio de Educación Nacional.